Look at my cool glasses on my head. She's going crazy because she doesn't like the paint mixer.
Yes.
I can't see anyone chatting. All right, so what's up, gang? I don't have bells and whistles on today because we're just chatting and hanging out. What's up? Oh, there we go. There we go. Now everyone's popping in. We got new subs. We don't have the intro. We don't have the intro song because, like you guys requested, I'm painting. What's up? Yeah. My magnifying glasses. What's up, guys? I can't even use my phone to look up stream notes because, you know, I'm using my phone to stream right now. You guys asked for this. We're gonna be painting a couple of goblins. I already see, it's not as good as I already primed them. I primed them white because I'm gonna be using, some contrast paints. So I need a white. Shayna's gone green with orc. Well, actually, this is Gut Rippa. I think goblins are a little bit lighter green shade than orcs. Yeah, everybody's chilling tonight. We're doing a nice chill stream. No games. I think what we're gonna do, Actually, I'm gonna miss next week. I'm letting you guys know that now. Maybe there'll be a Friday stream, but I have a thing on Friday. Guys. It's a thing that involves the pull-in jacket. But I have a thing on Friday, so I might not be streaming. I'm gonna guess likely not. Yes, match against Miyu on the 28th in Brooklyn if you guys are in the area. Otherwise, get on Triller or Fight or one of those apps. Order it on Bloodsport. What is it? GCW. And support the cause. The next 2 Fridays. Oh yeah, because then I'm going to Bloodsport. You're right, Ty 5. But I might be streaming like on a Wednesday. We've been doing BRE streams on Wednesdays, so maybe. Not this Wednesday for sure, but definitely is it a little washed out on the top there? Should I set this up a little bit?
That's fine.
It is?
Yeah.
Is that just me looking at it because it's...
It's fine.
I've never seen myself. It's great. That's right, Fibble. Livy's doing good. That's awesome to hear. I did another video for her. Super hyped for Sunday. Going to see Maxine. Going to see Maxine on Sunday? Is Maxine... Wait. I'm leaving for... By the way, heads up, everyone. I'm leaving for Mexico at like 4 in the morning or something. So this stream's going to be kind of short. But it'll be good. We're just going to hang out and chat. Interesting enough, I don't know if you guys recall, but within the past 2 months, I did a random just chatting stream on my computer from my setup. Remember? I was going to play a game and we just got to chatting too much. Yes, that's why it's going to be shorter, Kelly. You know, I wanted to still come say hi, even though we streamed on Wednesday. But, and also, I have to get my journal. I didn't bring it. Chatting is better than the stupid ball game. That game was fun. I don't care. I always love the just chatting streams though, because like, I don't know. But I also like gaming. Got a new book, The Witch's Way, Guide to Modern Spellcraft Magic Divination. Nice, nice. Books are good. Reading makes you smart. Chat stream supremacy. What kind of record player? This is an Audio-Technica something something. Spent a good decent amount of money on it because I'm my record collection. Babysitting. I know you guys voted for this. It seemed like the general consensus was to do a just chatting stream, but I am gonna start plugging away at Space Marine, the first one, because Space Marine 2 comes out and I already pre-ordered it in September. Ferds, of course. Played Magic the Gathering a lot back in the day. Definitely spent too much money getting the Warhammer set, Commander decks, all 4 of them. I just have some Edifier ones off of Amazon. Edifier speakers. It's always good shit with Shayna. This is water. Unfortunately, I cannot afford to drink beer as often as I wish. A traditional Aboriginal painting. Oh, I should try that? No, we're painting miniatures. What's up, Care Bear? Yes, another painting stream. We were respectful while we were playing it, didn't say anything, but not a single one of us understood the ball game. It's just puzzles. It's just puzzles. It was up for Game of the Year. It was very, very fun. Priestley build houses in New Zealand. What's up, CM Pep? I actually have an insulated growler of 4 craft beer. So, you guys should know better. It wouldn't be some average water bottle. This water bottle isn't even insulated. That's why I put this sleeve around it. I just got it because it looks cool. It's like all this brushed metal titanium. But the reason I only use it in my office or when I'm streaming is because it doesn't stay cold. So I can't use it while I'm working out because I work out in the heat, so the water melts. It melts right away. I can't bring it to jiu-jitsu because same reason. A goblin space marine. Stop! That is heresy. Get a Yeti. No. I have a good water bottle. It has a magnet, like a MagSafe gimmick on the top that flips up so that I could actually, my phone is on it right now. It's how my phone is standing to stream. It's on the water bottle I use for everything else besides being at my desk. Do not follow me on TikTok. For pity's sake. Win, it's good. It's good. Any Primarchs you like so far? I like... What do you mean? Well, I mean... We have that going on. Favorite Mass Effect character? It's been a bit. I don't remember their names. Who's the shaved head angry chick? Yeah. Well, in the old days, everyone from the OG streams, when I played Mass Effect, the goal was to sleep with every character. So the love interest emote is an ode to Mass Effect. Don't paint yourself into a corner. Jack, that's right, Jack. Love interest. So let's see, next Friday is Pull-In Jacket appearances, and then the Friday after that, I'm traveling for Bloodsport. And you know what? I'll be in the city. It's in Brooklyn. Maybe I'll bring the Pull-In Jacket there too. Who knows? Wait, is the Pull-In Jacket acceptable for Broadway?
No.
What do you mean? You said. I don't know if you guys know this about Ty 5, but she likes Broadway. And I was under the assumption that you had to dress up to go to a Broadway show, but apparently that's not true. What's up, Fearless? GC Dub. Becoming a body piercer? Yes, I meant the ice, of course. I fill this all the way with ice and then fill it with water, and it'll last me indoors a couple hours. But outside, in the garage where my gym is, not a chance. I'm not gonna make a TikTok at a Broadway show. That's definitely not appropriate. Usually dressed up for musical premieres. Oh, so it's not a premiere. So what? I can wear the Poland jacket. Don't you guys think?
No.
Why?
Not
A
the right
douchey show, not the musical you're going to.
Correct.
Yep, rubber butt. That jingle is the puppy. Weeping Devil, it ain't me. It's the jacket. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, Baszler charm helps. Got a question for you? Now's the stream for it. We're doing Q&A. Can always wear the sport tuxedo shirt. Can I wear the tuxedo t-shirt? Why not?
It's not the right show. Like, yes, in general, not the show you're going to see.
The show I'm going to see is more fancy.
Yes.
Ridiculous. Oh, there is no Discord. There is no Discord yet. We're still working on it. When I say working on it, we haven't worked on it yet. But we've talked about it. I actually do have a Discord. I just don't have it all set up for public yet. Shikaku, I only do that for a lot of money nowadays. Well, Fibble, I'm actually going to, Oh, Sammy, is the musical an official appearance? Well, here's the thing. I'm going for Bloodsport, so I just happen to be in the city. 5 members in 2 rooms. Wait, are you in my Discord? Oh. And it's just the people I game with and you. It's like the BRE and like 2 of my friends at home and you. Zoe's okay. She got Michinoku drivered onto a ladder, so that was... But we got him back. We got EO back for that. I'm gonna start this while we're sitting here. 12 or a high school boy? I mean, either is a description that fits me, I think. Space Marine 2. Yeah, so I just got done saying the next game we'll be playing after this week is over is gonna be the first Space Marine. Well, don't worry. Spoiler, we get them back. All right, so I'm doing this other green for the goblins. I don't know if I like it, but we're going to find out. So the thing about this is it's a contrast paint, so I shouldn't have to... It's kind of a quick way to paint. It fills into the recesses and is darker in the areas where like you would want it to be dark, and lighter in the areas you'd want it to be light, hopefully, unless you're overdoing it. Which, I don't know, if you know me, wouldn't be a surprise, I guess. So you just kind of want to be generous, but not too generous. What's next for Shayna Baszler? We're going to break everyone's bones. Collecting more limbs. What's up, Turok? PlayStation's the console I use the least, probably, actually. Why don't you get a PC?
Who's gonna pay for that?
You don't make enough on your babysitting salary?
To buy a gaming computer? No.
Save your money, you know?
Just neglect all the rest of my bills?
Yeah.
Understood.
Well, I just figure your actual job, that could be your bills.
Well, okay.
And then,
Well, stop having me at Hangz. Get paid more.
don't worry, that's coming up. And then when I lose my roommate,
Well,
oh no, you know what I forgot to do? Dang, I'm gonna do that quick. I forgot to shave the mold lines off of this dude. Let's see, we need a file. The vibe is we're just doing miniatures. We're doing miniatures and chit-chatting. What do you think of the new Captain America? Someone else asked me that. I don't know. I haven't seen yet. Well, Tortured Soul, that's what this is for. Yeah, well, actually, normally I'm painting Warhammer 40K, but right now I'm doing Hero Quest. I want a friend to play Hero Quest with, you know? No one in my life wants to play Hero Quest. This is a thing you're supposed to do before you put primer on. I might just have to suffer. I mean, it's a Hero Quest model, you know what I mean? It's not a crazy cool Warhammer model. Yeah, Bromo, you need these in order to see like all the little details. Well, you don't need them. I mean, I guess like some of the big time painters don't necessarily wear these, but I need them. Some of them wear different stuff. Some of them hate these and like have a light that's a magnifying glass. If Zoe and Sonia had pulling jackets too, that would be ridiculous. Hey, if you got a gifted sub just now from Sabretooth, you should thank him, because on a regular stream at my desk in the office, normally there's ads. Are there still ads when I IRL stream? I don't know. I can't tell because I'm not at my setup. But if you're subscribed, you don't have to see the stupid ads. So if you just got gifted a stream, or I mean a subscription, then you don't have to watch the stupid ads. There are ads, or are there only ads at the beginning? Because everybody gets ads in different intervals. I saw ads once you mentioned the tuxedo shirt. All right, let's see about doing this. Yeah, these glasses are, I know they make me look ridiculous, but they really make a difference when you're painting. The other issue, though, on the downside of that is that sometimes you notice details that you can't. So you still got to look at the miniature without the glasses from time to time, because sometimes it's like, no, nobody can tell that you did that. I'm not like submitting these to the like Warhammer contest or whatever. I just want good looking miniatures so that when I finally find a friend to play Hero Quest with me, they look cool. I did all the furniture. I'll show you some. It's right over there. I'll go get them. I'll show you some at the end of the stream. But this is where you guys if you ever wondered where I get my world's most badass nerd. Actually, I'm the second most badass nerd because Josh Barnett, also a nerd. and he's more badass than me. Somebody was saying I look like the maker in Toy Story. Shelby, any meat could be a great source of protein. Chicken, even pork, beef, of course, salmon, any type of fish. You could also get like certain types of food that are fortified with extra protein. The Good Brothers. Nerd. Eggs are good protein. Corn. Speaking of protein shakes, what's that? So I do drink protein shakes. However, if you don't want like all of your calories to come from protein. Or I mean, sorry. You don't want all of your calories to come from liquid. It's not as filling. It doesn't leave you feeling satiated as long. So I was a big fan of like the Japanese side of pro wrestling growing up. Manami Toyota. I liked the UWFI, Volkan. Minoru Suzuki's another one of my favorites. I feel like... Yeah, I thought so. But see how the she's over there licking her bone. Hey, don't lick your paws. That's neurotic. But see how this speed paint, it's a contrast paint. See how it kind of fills in the recesses, so it looks like it didn't just paint it one color. It pools kind of in the... Come on now. This is what I like about my streaming setup, is it focuses better. My setup in the office, I mean. Anyway, I'm trying. It like darkens in the creases. It pools in the creases so it's dark so you can see the detail. Yeah, contrast paint is cheat codes. And like I said, if this was a like really fancy Warhammer miniature, I wouldn't do it. But these are kind of like, to be honest, like not very well made miniatures in the Warhammer. And they don't need to be. They're game pieces. But still fun to paint. And I just want them to look good. So that when I get friends, when I'm trying to teach friends how to play Warhammer, or I mean Hero Quest, see, I can't even keep myself straight. The pieces at least look interesting enough to keep them interested to learn how to play. Gonna have to do another coat on the leg there. What's up, dog? What's up, dog? Airbrush. I do want to get better in airbrush. I was talking about this a little bit on the last stream. I don't have a place that is well ventilated enough to try airbrushing yet. I want to get good. I heard that one way is to practice on like a coloring book. So I actually got all the airbrush stuff, all the setup, and a couple of like easier coloring books that look fun. I just don't have a place for it yet. Yeah, get the Hero Quest game. I also got 2 partial games of Space Crusade, which, if you know anything, Hero Quest was made by the same people that do Warhammer. It's Warhammer Fantasy, basically. And Space Crusade was an old game. They didn't remake it like they did Hero. Like Hero Quest, they just remade, so you can get brand new Hero Quest board games right now. Like you could order it, and it's brand new. Everything's complete. Everything's still packaged. Space Crusade, they did not remake, so you have to go on eBay, get an old set that's all apart, pieces missing. So I got two. Actually, here's a little story. Seamus heard me talking about Hero Quest, remembered Space Crusade, heard I never had a copy of Space Crusade, got me one off eBay. Very nice of him to do that. I then went on and got another copy of Space Crusade so that I could hopefully, between the two sets, have a complete game of Space Crusade. The problem there is most of those pieces are all very badly painted and such, so I'll have to go through and see what's worth salvaging. All right, so I think I got... I'm just going to go ahead and paint this part too. This looks to me like it's a piece of his chest or something. So we're going to let this coat dry. I got two of these guys. We're going to do this. Are the miniatures easy to break? I mean, depends on what you consider easy. None of the girls really talk nerd stuff with me, no. I'm getting Zoe into video games a little bit in our new team chat. Sonia was making fun of me and Zoe because we were nerding out about video games, but I got my money on Io, but Utami does use one of my moves as her finisher now, so... What's up, World of Hag? Doing the face, doing the face. So basically, contrast paint or speed paint, depending on which company paints you're using, is like a thinner paint. Like I said, it pools in the recesses, so you don't have to worry about highlighting and all that. Oh, I didn't get his ears. I'm an idiot. Oh, his whole head. He's not wearing a hood? Wait, this guy's definitely wearing a hood. But I definitely need to get his ears. His ears are sticking out either way. I don't know if I can get her into Warcraft. She's into story games. She's a beginner. It takes a bit of commitment to get into a game that's like an RPG, especially an MMO. Plague's Tale is another one I should get her to play. I just got her doing Red Dead 2. I had her do Last of Us 1 and 2 first. She liked them, so then I made her do Red Dead 2. I do have a person taking Warhammer lessons from me. Don't worry. I will be the Warhammer preacher. What's up, local roach? There was a Marvel like tabletop RPG game. My mom got it for me when I was young, and I think unfortunately I was really too young to really get into it. I read everything involved in it about all the lore, as far as like, you know, the cities and stuff in Marvel. No. I take it back. It was a DC game because I remember reading about Gotham. I'm wrong. But Warcraft is based on Warhammer Fantasy. True. I mean, it's not based on, inspired by. Just like StarCraft is inspired by Warhammer 40K. Ooh, Batman emotes. Well, age don't age. Played all the Batman, the Arkham games. They were good. I don't know if she's even ready for Metal Gear Solid even. That's a stealthy game. I don't think she's like experienced enough yet. Or patient enough in her gaming. You know what I mean? You gotta have patience to play stealth games. World of Warcraft is definitely still a thing. Hero Quest is a beginner's guide to Warhammer Fantasy Tabletop. I do not play Call of Duty Zombies. I'm glad I'm finally getting these goblins painted. They've been sitting there kind of taunting me. I've been really slow on getting them started. Getting them started is the hard part too, because once you get them started, you can't have like a half-painted miniature sitting there, you know? You're pretty committed to finishing. The Mass Effect trilogy, maybe, but I don't know. I have to decide if she's more fantasy, because if she's not Mass Effect, then we got to get her in Dragon Age. What's up, Tay? Wow, I did not know that about the Batman animated series. First time. I like doing hands with contrast paint because like it pools in the fingers really stand out with good detail. And when you're doing this first like base coat of contrast paint, you can afford to get kind of messy because we're going to go over everything else. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Life is Strange. That's good too. That's a good idea. Is Life is Strange also on PlayStation? Because that's what she plays on. I didn't play the new Gotham Knights yet. But the Life is Strange series, that's good. I'll add that to my list for Zoe. Also, I do like the Outlast series. Also, some of those Telltale games might be fun for her. Big eyes. I look like the Tinkerer from or the Maker. What's that character in Toy Story? What's his name? You know who I'm talking about? Tie 5, is this what you do? You just sit out here and just watch me and just chat?
Yes. Usually you're screaming in there, so it's a lot more noise.
Really? More noise than here?
Yes.
I think I'm more conscious of it because I'm out here.
Yes. Usually you're screaming. But no, literally this is
The Repairman. We're almost done with this first layer, and then we'll do the next layer on the first guy. You want to do 2 thin coats. Just like Duncan's paint line is called. The keymaker in the Matrix. I suppose anyone that works in that sort of thing, do jewelers wear these? I feel like jewelers would wear glasses like these, or like watchmakers or watch repairmen. Are there people in here that paint miniatures a lot? See ya, Turahawk. Because I have a question for people that paint. Okay, how often do you have to, like, how long does a brush last? Because I have these, like, Winsor Newton Series 7, and this one's pretty new, but look at the tip already. And I know I can reshape it with wax and, like, with this type of stuff. But it seems like too soon for that to happen, you know? I should get the ankles too, huh? Star Wars ring gear. Johnny and Candace have done Star Wars ring gear. Yeah, maybe I just need to wash it again then. I mean, I wash after every time I use it, but maybe I just need to be better about reshaping it when I wash it. You work for the biz? What biz? Paintbrush biz? All right, back to this guy. So look and see how this guy's been doing. This is the first guy. Come on now. Looks pretty good, right? His skin. Looks like I like put some nice detail in. It's like a cheat. I work for the biz. IT for call centers. Need a drink. Hang on a minute. This is the only way I can check my texts because you're on my phone. A few days in Cleveland. I'm going to be building houses this weekend down in Mexico. You're getting paint in the furl. Yeah, I make sure to not get paint in the furl. I'm pretty good about keeping it out of that. I know at least enough about that. Mexico would sound great if I was there for pleasure. Not gonna have time to do much. Literally there for 2 days to do 2 shows and then fly a red eye to do Raw. Gonna do a second coat here on Homeboy the Goblin. I'm not too worried about getting it all in his teeth right now because we're gonna go over his teeth with probably maybe like an off-white, maybe a yellowish. And then the other thing is, I'm gonna clean up some of this that pooled up a little too much. It looks pretty good. Samoan Jason recovering. I did play Elden Ring a little bit. I haven't in a long time. Since it came out, really. Winsor Newton acrylic brush cleaner. All right, I'll have to get some. Can I get it on Amazon or do I gotta go on a website? I mean, this stuff works pretty good, but obviously I know there's stuff that's better than others. I did do my research and get this other stuff. Where's it at? I got this stuff because it was really highly rated. Admittedly, I haven't used it yet. But maybe I should. Might be better than the Da Vinci stuff. Or maybe I'll just put my... Because I have like cheaper brushes, obviously, like this one for contrast and for like, washes and stuff like that. But the pulling jacket could be considered nice if I wore black jeans. Tie 5. It could be.
It could be. Yes.
Like black jeans and like a plain colored t-shirt.
Yes. Yes, you can. There's no like real dress code. Yes.
Would that be appropriate?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes, you can wear it. It depends on the people around you. What are they wearing? Are you trying to match what they're wearing? Because if you are, I don't think that's appropriate to wear.
How do I know what other people around me are wearing?
Ask them. Hello, what are you wearing to this?
Yeah, you're right. I need to do more recon.
Yes.
All right. What's up, Ogspigga? We're doing our second coat of contrast paint on this goblin skin on a couple of these dudeskies. I think get the leg on this, and I think we'll be pretty done with this color paint. All right, let's let it dry. We'll go on to this guy. Echo, don't scratch, just tap. Yeah, the red and white pulling jacket. Warhammer is a ton of fun. Teach me some card tricks. What's the #1 rule in Magic, everyone? The Telltale games are fun. I'm going to tell Zoe to play those. Yeah, the second skin is a game changer, man. So, like, when I get tattoo, obviously I have to be on TV. So I'll get a tattoo on, like, a Friday or a Thursday, early Friday. And I'll put the second skin on. And I'll keep it on until Monday morning when I have to be on TV. And it usually works out perfect. There's not a ton of peeling. It does itch. It does get to an itchy stage, but it heals up real nice and like much easier than normal, much easier than without it. So I'm a big fan of the second skin method of tattoo healing. Never, never reveal your tricks, I hope is what you meant. Just the tattoos I have covering like this quarter of my arm. I still want to get one here to close it up and fill the gap. Just don't know what it is yet. And Robby keeps talking to me to get it done, but I'm like, man, Robby, I don't know what I want, you know? Don't know what I want there yet. And I'm picky, like I'm not, you know, like if you guys follow Tegan, she will book a tattoo appointment before she even knows what she wants because she just wants to be covered in ink. I'm not like that. All my tattoos have to make sense and I want them all to connect. I want to add on to this piece. I don't want to just be splotched. And I'm not saying that's a bad look. It's just the way I prefer is to have like my tattoos look like they're all a part of one piece. Nope, that's too much. So if you're doing contrast paints or speed paints and it's a little too much, you just dip your brush on a napkin and then suck it back up with the more dry brush. Sammy, I could be like a word bearer and just cover myself in words. Yeah, I think that would be cool if I said anything inspiring enough to be tattooed. But I don't know. I don't want to tattoo something of my own saying on myself. You know? All right, well, I think we're done with the green contrast. I gotta be like the makeup artist and put my brushes that I used in a different pile. So I think what we'll do next is there is some like silver, but I think I want to do brown. I need like a leather sort of color for his clothing. You know what I mean? Need a rest. Just keep walking. Someone walking through the woods. Just keep walking is a good one. Top of the shoulder wasn't bad for me. It got a little bit bad up in this area. It was starting to get bad. Honestly, I got this tattoo done about 10 years ago, like this spade and these cards with the smoke. I got that done like 10 years ago. So when I started getting all this stuff added to it, and this one on my back, it looked so much brighter that I had Robby go over this again just to redo it, touch it up. And going over the tattoo was like surprisingly painful. I thought it wouldn't hurt as much because it's already done. It's not as serious, but it was like way more painful. Sanguinius's wings going onto my chest and back. Oh, that's cool. Maybe. I'm going to be playing through the first Space Marine in the next few weeks when I stream. But also, I'm going to be playing Space Marine 2 when it comes out. I didn't play the Texas Chainsaw game when everybody was playing that. What's up, Frostback? Here's a little hack for you guys that do mini painting. I got one of these stress poppers. Right? You just get this it's like a fidget sort of thing. But acrylic paint does not stick to this. So if you don't want to use a wet palette, like if you're just sitting down like right now, I'm just sitting down for the stream. I'm not going to be here all day. I'm probably not going to, I know I'm not coming back to it tomorrow because I'm leaving at 4 in the morning. So I don't want to get a whole wet palette out. You just put it in here, and then when it dries, they just pop out into the garbage. Yeah. And then I use a napkin or palette paper to like spin the brush and get the paint thinner and shape the brush into a point. When your outer bicep was being tatted, you felt it on your back. Yeah, nerves are weird. Nerves are weird, man. Actually, it's weird. When I was getting this part done, like there was a part of me that almost felt good. You know what I mean? It felt like a massage, but this stuff getting redone was and this wasn't bad at all, but right up in here when it got closer to the armpit started getting. And then it did a little bit when it was getting on my collarbone here. This didn't feel very good, but otherwise this area wasn't bad. Charcoal foam, and yeah, you can make a wet palette out of easy stuff. I have a couple of wet palettes, but the one I use the most is this one here. I'll show you guys. So, I got this because this holds like, I have like skulls and stuff in here, but this holds like washes and whatnot, and then your brushes, and then in the bottom is the wet palette that I haven't used in a while. But here's the sponge. You just wet this, and then you put it in the bottom of this, and you put your parchment paper over it, and it keeps your paints from drying out. But for right now, that's not what I'm doing, because I'm just painting for an hour or two with you guys. And Army Painter has a really good wet palette. This is where I keep all my nice brushes. I also have a brush roll. These are ones I haven't used. Some Windsor Series 7s, some Tiger Teclons that I backed on Kickstarter. And the Kickstarter came with this dry palette textured thing. So when you're dry brushing, you can dry your dry brush off on something textured like this so you can see how it's going to come out. I haven't used it yet, obviously, but I suppose you could wet palette on here or whatever too. That's my bottom drawer of my little desk I'm at. The one I was telling you guys about that holds paints instead of fingernail polish. It's a manicure desk. All right, let's take a look at what we're gonna do here about this cloak that he's wearing. I almost want like his cloak to be kind of gray, and then some of the belts and stuff to be leather, you know? He's got some fur on the end of these gauntlets. Let's see what we're looking at here. He's got a few potions. Yeah, let's see about some like gray, blue-gray type stuff. Let me see what I got for contrast. Let's see. We could do, what's this? Griff Charger Gray. Looks kind of blue. Dog's gonna go crazy because I'm gonna use the mixer. Baze's manicure service. Griffhound Gray. Griff Charger Gray. You mean this, right? A monkey bomb tattoo. Space Wolf Gray would be another one that would be pretty good to use here too. She doesn't like mechanical things, so she's going a bit crazy. She redirects. I've trained her to redirect to her toy, so she starts like chewing on her toy ferociously. Where can I test this out? What else? We got I got some Basilicanum Gray. Sorry, dog. Yeah, she hates anything that's gonna make noise like this. She hates like if you turn a camera on and it beeps. She hates that. This stuff I haven't used in ages because it's taken forever to mix. I also have, here's a Space Wolves Gray. A good blue-gray for a cloak. You know what I'm talking about? That's what we're looking for here. I also have Apothecary White, which is kind of a blue-gray. I have a Millennium Falcon Bluetooth speaker that you push a button on and it plays the Star Wars theme. She hates that too. Yeah, she hates thunderstorms. She thinks maybe the world's ending every day in Florida. Space Wolves Gray, too blue for the cloak. I think Space Wolves Gray might be what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna try this Griff Charger Gray. It's a little bit darker, I think, than Space Wolves, right? Where's my dude that works? Is my dude still in here? There we go. Now it's moving. Space Wolves Gray is darker than Griff Charger. See the bottom, how it settles? There's like all that setting. That's what I'm trying to get to mix. And it finally came loose, so it shouldn't take that much longer. Uh-oh. I might be losing the motor. See ya, Kelly. It's a little bit of a chill stream in here today. Use Space Wolves Gray as the base. Well, it's not going to layer very well because it's contrast paint. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Shaking them upside down is usually what works the best. And then once I get it loose a little bit, I put it upside down in the vortex. And it starts coming loose pretty good. I also have a shitty brush that I use as the back end of a stick just to mix. Sorry. See, she hates it. I twirl it around in a circle like this. What's up, Carlos? Yeah, I might have to go to the stick method with this basiculum. What about apothecary white? Is that too light? A shop in Pensacola? What's the name of the shop? No, actually, the truth about cats is they love me and therefore they hate me because I'm allergic. And so they want to come and cuddle, and they are evil because they know it. Also, they're jerks. And everybody always says, not my cat, not my cat. Your cat still knocks things off the table, wants to be pet, and then scratches you. Won't jump in a pool to save you like a dog would. If all cats were the size of lions, we would not be the ruling species on the planet. Actually, this apothecary white might be too light. I can already tell. What do I have here? This is Night Lord's blue. No, now we're getting too blue. And I have Asserman blue. Okay, apothecary white. So we're looking at Griff Charger or Basilicanum. Puppy does have a lot of trauma from something. All right, let's mix and see see what ends up coming out. Ooh. Took the whole lid off of this. It's not good. Actually, this Griff Charger might be it. It does look kind of like jeans. That's kind of what I'm going for, like a denim look. I could do one in one color and one in the other. What's the name of the place, Gamer Dad? Low calorie bundt cake. Did you put protein powder in the bundt cake mix? Oh, yeah. I do like the Griff Charger way better than the Basilicum. The Basilicum is like a little too gray. A little closer to the black. So let's try this Griff Charger. Let's go! Alright. We're going for it. We're gonna go with this guy. Hey, no licking paws. That's neurotic behavior. I did base coat in white because I knew I'd be using contrast paints on this one. And they're harder to show up when you do like a zenithal on the black. Nagash with red armor and blood spirits. Nice. Okay, let's see what we got going on. I might need a... Oh yeah, you're right. It is coming out a little bit... Oh no. It is coming out a little bit light, but it also might be the brush that I'm using is too small. So I'm gonna dig out a bigger brush. Yeah, Corvid. Doing a little painting stream. That's a little better. 2 coats of this might work. Maybe I'll try that darker blue on the other guy. I like all the creases in his hood getting textured with the contrast paint here. That looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, as far as the texture, I'd like the color to be a little bit darker, but we'll see what happens when we double up on the coat. Did we get rated? How many people rated us? I didn't see the notification because I don't have any of the sounds. Huh?
182.
182 from who?
Wheezy. Wheezy Don.
Wheezy? Wheezy tuning in on a day where I'm just being a real big nerd. I'm being like the biggest nerd of all wrestling. What's up, Raiders? So today we're doing just a chill little chatting painting stream because my community requested it. We hadn't done one in a while. Yeah, I paint miniatures, all right? I'm into Warhammer 40K. It's maybe the nerdiest thing in all of creation. I wear glasses like this that make my eyes look huge. So, oh yeah, I do wear 40K ring gear to the ring. But the ring gear doesn't really show how nerdy 40K is. So I'm painting these goblins from a game called Hero Quest, but it's a just chatting kind of Q&A sort of stream. Omas is big. I'm maybe the world's most badass nerd, huh? Although, you know who else is into Warhammer 40K? Samoa Joe and Claudio. I got Claudio into it. Samoa Joe and I's friendship was based on it. Oh yeah, Josh, you're right. Josh is more badass than me. I'll give that title to him. And I'm painting, I'm not painting 40K at the moment. I'm painting a Hero Quest, which is like a board game based on Warhammer. It's for like beginners that want to learn Warhammer. But I'll show you. Hang on a sec. Wheezy, don't do it. Are you looking up Warhammer 40K? Because that is a rabbit hole. That someday, if you and I ever stream together or meet in real life, we can go to. Actually, you know what would be a funny video for us to do? Wheezy. Not that I'm trying to get the rub from your community, but it'd be funny if you were doing my hair while I try to explain Warhammer 40K lore to you. That's a funny video. I don't know how or when that would ever happen, but... Or like you had a few of us and I was trying to explain to everyone. That'd be funny, I think, in my mind. Because it's a lot and it's very nerdy. Shayna takes Wheezy to Warhammer World. What if we went to Warhammer World? You have a passport now. It's in Nottingham. I'll do it. Someday I'll need a haircut. You know what I'm saying? I don't style it fancy or anything, but I imagine I'll need a haircut someday. Here, I'm going to do this other gray that I said was too dark and see if I like it better on this other guy. But check out my dude. I'm on my phone, so I'm not on my... Look at... See how the gray is like not quite dark enough? Right? You guys agree with me? For his cloak? Yeah, it's in Nottingham. I've been there. I've been there. I know, me and Naya were supposed to do a Warhammer while getting pedicures or something. That would be a funny video too. Actually, Naya hating everything I like would make that especially funny because she hates everything cool. This gray is not blue enough. I don't like it. I'm washing it off before it dries. Pull it off. Or, I mean, do we like that? Or do I do that black and then put the blue over top of it? See, guys, these are the things you think about when you're being a nerd. Talking Warhammer. See, that's the image you get, is me being annoyed that I'm, like, getting a pedicure. Let's see. Can't see, but thin basculum gray with a little contrast medium. Oh, right. Thin it with some contrast medium. I could do that. I could do that. Thanks for the new subs. I don't have all the bells and whistles because normally I'm at my computer. We're gaming, we're talking, we're watching stuff, we're doing fights and commentary about grappling and all that. But today the stream wanted me, my community wanted me to what am I talking about? My stream wanted me to paint and chat. So that's what we're getting today. Getting annoyed during a pedicure should be... No! I kind of hate getting pedicures, I'm not going to lie. Okay, I did that. Now let's put some basculum gray. Wait, if I put like maybe a... What do you think if I put like a blue wash and mix it with the gray, the basilicum gray? Is that too crazy? Is that too crazy? Iron within, iron without. That's what this is. Look. That's real nerd stuff. Wheezy was streaming late tonight, eh? All right, we're gonna drop a little bit of this. This might thin it too much, actually, but we'll see. All right, let's see. Let's see what this looks like. We're getting crazy. Wheezy started yapping, couldn't shut her up. Stream went late. So if you're new here, normally I have like a whole setup with graphics and noises and songs and whatever. But because I'm doing this IRL on my phone with the painting, I don't have any of that. So we got a bare bones stream going on. We're gonna try this concoction I just mixed on this guy. Here we go. Here it is, guys, the true test. Let's see it. Oh, you know what? You know what? I don't hate it. I don't hate it, guys. A tinge of blue. I think it's gonna still dry a little light. But I don't hate it. It's mostly gray. It's got a hint of blue. You can't even really tell, except for those of us that know I put blue.
Okay.
What's up, Horror Nasher? We're just painting this time. We're not gaming today. Yeah, I don't want you guys to think I'm not fancy, you know? See you later, chef boys. Dude. What's up? Spending time with a good friend. If only you had my pulling jacket on, you know what I'm saying? No, it's Hero Quest, so you can paint it whatever color you want. And honestly, there's Warhammer lore, but there's a lot of creative freedom even sticking with like lore specific characters or whatever. There's some creative freedom. Now, the whole thing with Warhammer 40K is that, great, now I'm going to get into it. So, Warhammer 40K is based in the year 40,000, obviously. Now, in the year 30,000, there was something called the Horus Heresy, and there were 20 chapters of Space Marines. I think there was like 100,000 of them all in one chapter. A civil war happened, and I'm giving the real abridged version. A civil war happened, and once it all kind of calmed down, and they rewrote the rules of combat and order, basically they split these large chapters into many, many smaller chapters of 10,000, and so in the lore of 40K, you can basically paint Space Marines however you want. You can make your own chapter and your own lore, and it's based on, obviously, one of the original 2018, but very super abridged version for those of you that understand. So, yeah, you can kind of paint Warhammer however you want. Yes, there's certain characters that are established that you want to stick with, or like certain chapters that are established chapters, but I'm painting Hero Quest, and there ain't no rules for that. I mean, there's character cards, so I kind of am a person that likes to stick to the character cards, but, you know. There's no rules. Like, this is the character card I'm kind of going off of for this guy. As far as tabletop Bowmania, because as of right now, I'm going to be streaming the first Space Marine since Space Marine 2 comes out in September. But if you're talking about tabletop, no, I'm not playing anything Warhammer unless you count me painting this Hero Quest, which is kind of beginner Warhammer. It is based in the Warhammer fantasy universe, so I kind of count it as that. Here we go, guys. All right, honest opinion. In the reflection of the window.
They're telling me I should crash the stream. I said I should just stand in the reflection.
They can hear you.
Yeah, they still think like they see me. Hearing me and seeing me are different.
Give the Forrest Gump wave. Citadel Color App is a great way to browse what the company's done and find out how things are painted in Warhammer. It's pretty dope.
I just stand in
Oh, the Citadel Color App? Oh yeah, you can see her in the reflection.
That's hilarious.
So here's this one.
Just crash your stream anyway.
I'm gonna double coat this, so it'll be a little bit darker. Or there's this one that I just did, which is a little bit more of a gray. This one's more of a blue. I kind of like the blue, I'm not gonna lie. Let's put some more of that on here. Griff Charger. A random TIE 5 sighting. Popping the fans. Popping the fans. Forget. Oh, there should be at least one TIE 5 shirt. Yeah, I'm going to go over this with another coat and see if that makes a difference.
Do you see what Fibble said?
No.
Your jacket can make Elton John turn back to women.
If I was wearing my jacket around Elton John, I guarantee you, that thing is batting 1,000. The pulling jacket. Trying not to be too messy. It's easy to get. Maybe use light gray for the highlights. Well, it's not really a highlight type of paint. It's a contrast paint, so I'll have to use actual gray for highlights. I do like the color as it ends up in the folds of stuff. Yes, if the pulling jacket falls into the wrong hands, it could become a curse. I'm telling you guys think it's a joke. Ask TIE 5. She's witnessed it. It's not a joke. It was like, guys, remember, this is how I'll word it. Remember the beginning of the year when, I was like, man, the year is hard. And it was. And then one day I decided to put the pulling jacket on. And things have really turned around. Maybe that's all of us just need a pulling jacket of our own. Maybe you just smell good and that's what draws them in. I mean, if it's because of that, then it's the pulling jacket that smells good, No, I will say, I pride myself in the scents. There, what do we think about this? Here, let me clean the brush and hold it up. Pretty good with the double coat. I'm not gonna hate that. And then we put some brown accents on there with the leather parts. I don't hate it, guys. I don't hate it. Let's finish this guy. It's a lot darker, that's for sure. A little too much there. Little too much. Little too much. On stream? On stream, I paint not often. Every once in a great while. I think the last time I painted on stream was around Christmas.
It was like the 23rd.
Yeah. The truth is, guys, I'm not joking. My one of the scents, I use a few depending on the occasion, but one of them that I use is Axe Anarchy for Her. It just smells good. I might go with not a, yeah, I'm going to do actual brown for the leather, not a contrast brown. I don't hate this gray guy either. It's kind of grown on me. With a little tinge of blue. These HeroQuest guys are built really weird though, like as far as the models. Like I don't know if there's a way I can show you guys this, but his little like sash in front. So you guys see in this, there's like a sash like he's wearing that hangs. On the model, that is a solid piece. Like that's a solid piece. It's not like two flaps like it should be, so it's just weird to paint. Nah, I mean, I have some more expensive scents that I'll use, but really that's my go-to kind of everyday one. I don't hate this this gray either. Turned out pretty good. But I do really like this double-coated Griff Charger. Come on, focus. It won't focus. But yeah. Paint black in there. That's not a bad idea, actually. I'm just lazy. I'm lazy because if these were actual Warhammer models, I'd be a lot more concerned about it, but that and then this, pretty dang good, I must say. I am going to show this off though. This is my Ahsoka, my first attempt. The lightsabers aren't good. I couldn't get the glow. But I had to freehand the stripes on her head. Come on now. And her face paint. And I don't think I did that bad on her. The lightsabers are caca, but well, you know, Mr. Enforcer, not everything can be breaking limbs all the time. Let me show you some of my other HeroQuest dudes. Oh man, my legs are sore. Got this guy, got a mummy, got a zombie, got a skeleton. What else? Got an orc. And we got, what, a wizard. I'll show all these guys off. We got the 4 main guys. All right, I got a bunch, guys. I got a bunch. Actually, and then I'll show you some furniture. My legs are sore from my workout yesterday. Okay, so here's what we got going on. Here's an orc. Here's the color that I made the orc skins. These are all varnished right now. I used a satin. I maybe should have used a matte varnish on them. But see the difference in the skin tone? The orc and the goblin? But I kind of wish I would have gone the other way. I got this fishy guy. I put some blood for the blood god on his teeth. I made him be like glossy varnish because I feel like he'd be, you know, wet. Like he came out of the water. I got a mummy. I did a matte varnish on him. That was all contrast on the wrap. It came out really good though, right? Like the detail in the mummy wrap. And then I got the skeleton warrior dude. I tried to put some rust. This was before I spent money on the actual rust. I got people that are into painting will know. I got actual dirty down rust with the dirty down moss and verdigris. But that's that. I gave him a different color blue. So I was trying to do my own sort of rust before I had that stuff on his scythe, but Citadel Munitorum varnish. I'll have to remember that. Tie 5, write it in a note.
Wait, what?
Citadel Munitorum varnish. What Wicked Creep's talking about. And then I have a zombie here. And I used more blood for the blood god. For blood on him. I have a cool wizard sorcerer guy. Pretty proud of this one. This one was a lot of detail with the cloak. Ooh, I have the Tamiya model paste or whatever. Not, you know, it's not glue. It's like I put these guys in a glossy varnish as well, just because it was the first time I had it, so I was trying it out. Don't really like it on them, but, you know, whatever. They look like a cool plastic piece. The barbarian. I did a lot of highlighting on his muscles. You can't really tell on the camera. I put a tuft of grass with this elf. Come on now. And then I have this little dwarf, which maybe to date, yes, the Tamiya thin cement, to date, the best eyes I've done on a character. Look at him, looks pretty good. The old school models used to be metal, but they're all plastic now. All right, let me get some furniture. Ugh. My legs. How am I going to sit for hours on the plane?
Your travel upgrade is your fine.
Still, sitting in one spot is not ideal. Wizard. Barbarian. Dwarf. Okay, let's look at some furniture. We got this. We got this. Oh, this I messed up. I'll show you some mess ups I've done. Table, throne, sorcerer guy, what? Fireplace, bookshelf. All right, I got all kinds of crap. Guys, before we leave for the night, because I have to leave in like 3 hours. All All right, firstly, I messed this up. I was trying to get yellow around here. Again, I was going crazy with the glossy varnish. Don't like it. I would do it different. But you know, this is how you learn. I was trying to get the glow on the table from the candles, and I was just playing around with it. It just came out looking like, I don't know, not a glow. Not so good, but not bad. Here is a fire. Did the fireplace. The same thing. I tried to do the glow of the fire around the fireplace with the yellow. Didn't really come out. No, it's not World of Warcraft. It's Hero Quest. This is a torture rack. Just trying to get my skills to be a little better here and there. This is pretty good. Look at the brushed. I dry brushed, so I base coated the iron in black and then dry brushed the silver so that it looks like worn metal. You know what I mean? Can you tell? It's pretty good. I'm pretty proud of that, actually. Here's a throne. Still with the glossy. Here's one of my favorites. The bookshelf. I had to do each of those books by hand singly. Even the little stripes on the bindings and the pages and stuff. And then I added the rat on top. And then here's a little sorcerer or like a alchemist's table. I use little scribbles to like there's writing on the page. Yeah. Like I said, if I could do it, what's he said? Dry brush Everland Sunset for the outer glow. Then dry brush Uriel Yellow, then Dorm Yellow for the glow. Don't clean the dry brush in between. Ah. Yeah, I'll have to try. That was before I was really getting into dry brushing too. I was a real beginner especially on furniture. I only ever did like Space Marines, literally. Oops. And like I said, if I could do it over, I would not varnish these in glossy. I would do matte. For a game called Hero Quest, yeah, that's that. Throne. See, now I gotta put all these back in their appropriate places. They fit in certain places. This goes here. Oh no, that doesn't go here. That goes here. This goes here. And these doors. And here's some doors that I did. I did the vines around the door like singly by hand also. Pretty cool. And then here's the open door. Yeah, Wicked Creep, I think I would do that if it wasn't... I mean, it's just for Hero Quest to play the game. So I'm not too bent out of shape about it. But it's good to know for, like, future stuff. Especially because my crowning project is going to be... I've talked about this before. It's going to be to do all of the Primarchs and put it in a shadow box, the Primarch I painted and the gear I wore from that chapter. So that'll be good. Here's me using this stuff to clean the brush. I have played D&D. I haven't in a while. I just don't have time to do everything. Ferris. Yeah, you know, you're right. I don't have to put the head on Ferris, depending on where in the lore I'm painting him. I just did Iron Hand's gear, too, for Clash at the Castle. I do watch rugby. Or I do when I can. I'm most religious about watching Vikings football. But beyond that, I have to pick and choose how I spend my time. And now that Skull indeed. And now that, you know, I'm wearing the pulling jacket often, it's taking up some time, so. Puppy's over here dying for attention. Look at her. All right. We'll get her on stream. We'll get her on stream. Hang on. I'm gonna clean one more brush, and then we're gonna get Puppy up here. Hey. I'm gonna use this fancy stuff on the Winsor Newton brush. Do you hear treats? Do you hear treats happening? Supposedly this stuff was really highly rated. It seems to be shaping my brush really well. Yep, she got treats.
She's doing all the tricks for me, not for you. Speak. Speak. Speak.
She's like, I'm doing it.
Speak.
Oh my God. She was like, whoa. She's scared of the broom because when she knocks it, it falls over. Hey, Puppy, come here. Come here. Come.
She's doing hat tricks.
Come. Isis, come. Isis, come. Come here. Come here. You gotta do your job. You gotta pay your bills. You gotta pay your bills.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotta pay your bills. Look it. No, stand it right here. Puppy? No. No. Here, I'm gonna squeeze you. Okay, wait. Hey, if you want to say goodbye, say awoo. Oh my God. Treats. The treats is the thing. Well, there we go. Short little hangout stream. The struggle snuggle. I am going to clean up my desk, finish packing, and get maybe a nap before I have to hop on a plane to go build houses in Mexico. For all of you that are new in here, we usually end with a sermon, but we're doing this kind of a stream, a good shit from Shayna sermon, where I read an excerpt from my journal, but I can't because my notes for it are on my phone, and I should have thought of that and wrote it down, but it was a different sort of stream. Normally we are gaming and we have all the bells and whistles and intro and songs and screens and stuff, but we just did a hangout stream where I showed you my nerdy side. And we got these two guys and they're dry now. So, guy with the blue-gray cloak, which I like. Guy with the blue-black cloak. Don't hate that either. But they're going to look great when you trim them up with the leather and then the armor, I think. So, next time we're going to be doing Space Marine 2. I'm not going to be able to stream, probably not going to be able to stream next week, but follow me on all the socials. QoS Baszler, Instagram, and Twitter, and Threads, I guess. I never use Threads anymore. And if you follow my Instagram story, that's where it'll be the most current stuff. Usually only a few hours behind. There, Ty5 posted all the things. You can follow me. Cameo, all of it. Do not follow me on TikTok. And remember, just keep walking and check on your badasses too, because they need it too. So, and I guess, don't forget, if I wasn't me, I'd be just like you, and I'd want to make out with me too. Follow me on Instagram so you know when I'm streaming next, because it's probably going to be on a weird day, and it might just be an IRL stream from a hotel. You never know. Deuces!